If you would have asked me in college what you'll be doing, I would have put travel YouTuber at the very, very bottom.
I was a preschool teacher and a nanny. I'd never made a video, I'd never edited anything. One of our friends was a wedding planner and she asked if we would want to film a stranger's wedding. We had just bought a camera, but I had no idea how to use it. So on the way to this wedding, I'm Googling how to film a wedding. Like, we had no idea what we were doing. We turned on the camera and we just did not turn it off. We filmed everything. And then that whole summer, I had to figure out how to make it a beautiful highlight video. It forced me to learn how to edit and it forced me to make my first video. I think we wouldn't be vlogging if that wouldn't have happened.
We're Kara and Nate. We have a travel YouTube channel. We've been traveling full time for the past 2.5 years, and our goal is to go to 100 countries before I turn 30.
About to leave, already packing.
It took us a long time to call ourselves YouTubers.
I still remember the first time I did it, I was like, am I lying?
There was never one day where we sat down and we were like, we're gonna go full time into YouTube. For us, that was kind of a gradual process. The big leap that we took was deciding to go travel full time and just like completely change our life for 1 year.
This is what we waited for.
Full-time travel is something that we had talked about for a long time. It's something we've been talking about for years. The first people we went back and told were my parents, and then we told more people and more people. Even though we weren't leaving for another 12 months, we kind of like had this commitment.
Once we told people, we couldn't go back. We started saving up, we started organizing, we sold our cars, we got rid of our apartment, and then YouTube was kind of a last-minute decision.
We had this year's worth of runway where we didn't have to be making any money and we could just focus on the content.
I was not convinced until I watched our first vlog that Nate made, and I thought, this is such a cool thing. Like, we just had this awesome day and now I'm watching it again and we'll have that forever.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast.
We only wanted to travel for 1 year. But one day we were like, we could go all in with YouTube and try to keep traveling, or we just finish out the year like we were going to. We did the same thing that we did before we left. We said, well, let's just do it. Let's just tell people that we're gonna keep going and try to go to 100 countries. If you looked at our finances when we made that decision, you would have thought we were crazy.
After our first full year of travel, we went back to our hometown of Nashville, Tennessee. I ended up meeting a guy who had a very successful business, and he actually offered me a 6-figure job. At that time, we were like barely scraping by on this budget of $75 a day. For a moment, we seriously considered stopping the YouTube channel, stopping traveling. I think what kept us going was that we had already publicly announced our goal to visit 100 countries, and we both loved what we were doing. I knew that some type of opportunity to go take a well-paid job would always be there, but this was kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to really put everything that we had into making this YouTube channel something. Is a really good saying that says you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, and I think that's very true. But in today's world, those 5 people don't have to be real people. It can be podcasters you listen to, it can be people that you watch on YouTube. When we were gonna go travel the world full time, I think some of our friends and family thought that that was like a crazy idea, but I had been consuming so many podcasts, reading so many blogs of all of these people who were doing it, it almost felt like a normal thing to do. I have a really good friend who was supportive on the outside, but he just couldn't wrap his head around how you could start a business around YouTube. After we won a Shorty Award, I got a text from him that just basically said, I've been doubting you for the past 2 years.
And the Shorty Award for Best in Travel goes to...
You proved me wrong and I'm proud of you.
Kara and Nate.
We're Kara and Nate.
And in 2016, we took the lead.